goes downtown. And this one's going to get intercepted. Great first half of action, and we're hoping for more of the same. The score here in Columbia, NC State 21, South Carolina 16. And we're just about set to get things underway here in the second half. Taken at the 5. And he's taken down at the 33. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll go to work at the 33-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. And off to the left. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up. Second down, 7 yards to go. Ball on their own 35. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Can't find anyone open. And he's got his receiver. It's the sophomore. And he's taken down at the 36. So what do you think of this receiver after that play?
The quarterback made a nice throw, but it was the receiver who made this happen. That's a great way to make a statement.
Yep. I think I would start to double cover this kid. He's just too dangerous.
And he has it on the corner. He's at the 30. And he's taken down around the 22-yard line.
This kid showed terrific footwork and great vision on that run. And it got him the first down.
They're packed in tight on the line. Tackle at the 19-yard line. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3. Second down and 7. Ball on the 19-yard line. Another trip to the red zone. Last time, it resulted in a touchdown. He rolls left. The 10. Tackle made at the 10-yard line. Good pickup by the receiver.
Yeah, this kid loves to play. He wants the ball every time they throw it up.
They line up in the jumbo set. They'll give it off here. They'll bring him down at the 4. They'll get 6 yards.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Second down, 3 yards to go. 4 yards out. They've got their goal line sets on the field. This might be a good time for play action. You'll get the call again. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And so they're able to finally get this one in the end zone on the ground.
You know what, we always talk about the running backs, but I got to give some credit to the offensive line there. They made that play happen.
He makes the PAT. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. NC State to kick. Here's the kick. He wasn't breaking that tackle. What a hit. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll go to work at the 29. It's 1st and 10. 3 wide receivers on the field. The quarterback in the shotgun. And it's knocked away. I'm not sure what happened, but one of the players is hurt. It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 29. They line up in an I. Hands it to the back. Couldn't shake free from a nice tackle there. A 5-yard pickup for the tailback. It's 3rd and 5. They shift on the defensive line. 3 wideouts here. He's going to come up short. Good tackle. Solid play by the defense, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That wasn't a bad game there, but getting first downs are way more important than your rushing average.
Punts the ball away. Down the sideline. Out of bounds around the 45-yard line. And he got good yardage on that one.
Yep, if that last guy didn't make the tackle, we'd be talking about 6 points right now.
One thing about this guy is how fluid of a runner. He's such a talent.
Handoff to the right. And he's taken down at the 37-yard line. Nice job by the running back, and that'll get him 7, maybe 8 yards. They're packed in tight on the line.
Here we go.
They go with the run. He's tackled right around the 18-yard line. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
Another run. Tackle around the 16-yard line. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 16-yard line. New running back now into the backfield. Quick strike to the receiver. Touchdown. And a nice connection for the score, Coach.
Yep. The defense can forget about it.
And he converts the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He boots it deep downfield. He gets out to about the 25-yard line. The offense will be hoping for a little more success than they had the last time out. This drive will start at the 25-yard line. Defensive line is in tight. I formation here. Brought down at the 27-yard line. Maybe a few, but that's it. 2nd and 7. Ball on the 27. The defensive line moves in tight. They line it up with 3 receivers. Gets out to around the 38. A big gain for the halfback.
You know, when we talked to the coach yesterday, he said they were going to run it over, up, and around this defense. Well, here they got a nice gain on the old toss play.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. They go with the run. And they make the stop at the 41. A pickup of about 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd and 7. I formation here. Looks left, finding his tailback. That'll be a gain of 5.
You don't have to go deep every play to be successful. They got 5 yards on the play, and that's always a good gain.
It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Gets it out quick, and it's going the other way. And credit the safety with that last interception.
He knew exactly where the quarterback was going with the football. It's not always about athletic ability. You've got to be a smart player and know what's going on out there.
And that comes from breaking down film of the opposing offense and paying attention all week in practice. This safety was ready for today's game.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 45. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Looking long to the right. Knocks it down.
Boy, that was a good defensive effort there.
The ball was there, but the defender beat the receiver to it. Nice play.
We've reached quarter number 4, and right now it looks like we may have an upset. The score here at Williams-Brice Stadium, North Carolina State 35, South Carolina 16. They line up in the jumbo set. They give to the tailback. He's taken down right around the 50. They get about 5 yards from the halfback.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd and 5. Ball on the 50. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He scrambled. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. He got the first down and much more.
I'll tell you what, this guy is a threat every single time he touches the ball.
Kirk, you're absolutely right. I like this guy more every time I see him.
They come out in a goal line set. He'll get the call again. Looks like we've got an injured player down there. Can't tell who it is yet. We've got a 1st and 10. Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown. I don't expect this one to be any different. Runs it right and can't get away. Nice tackle. Not much for the runner as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a nice play by the defense.
Yeah, the outside linebacker was coming in on a run blitz, and it caused some confusion on the offensive line.
And we got an injured player on the field. They'll line it up again on 3rd down. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Deep pass to the end zone. Incomplete. Almost picked off. The offense took an errant shot into the end zone, and I'll tell you what, that one should have been picked off.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to hear all about that from his teammates when he comes over to the sideline.
He gets it up, and it's good. He didn't make it by much, but it counts.
That one looked wide from here. I don't know how he was able to sneak that one through the uprights.
Me either. That certainly wasn't the best kick of his career, but it did do the job. And like Brad said, it counts.
Nice kick, plenty of distance. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
And we'll see how aggressive this defense is when they come back out. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept up the pressure to try to fluster this quarterback some more.
Completes it across the middle, and they make the stop at the 29-yard line.
Whoa! The coach ain't going to like that completion. Not at all.
At the 29-yard line.
3 wideouts here. And he's knocked out immediately after the catch.
Well, it's a good job by the quarterback of recognizing the blitz and getting the ball out of his hands for a first down. But at the same time, I like the call from the defensive coordinator. He blitzed not one, but both cornerbacks. You gotta love that aggressive call.
Catches it, hit for no gain. Only 3 yards there on the throw.
Not a whole lot of yards there for the wide receiver, but at least a short gain is better than an incompletion.
The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Back to pass. Complete. He's got room. He couldn't shake that tackle.
This quarterback knew he was going to hit his receiver on the corner route for the first down the whole time. He stayed patient and allowed it to open up against zone coverage.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. Got a man in and out of his hands. The wide receiver wasn't able to hang on.
Well, you talk about a solid hit. This guy is a true enforcer.
Offset eye formation in the backfield. Completes it, but he can't shake the defense. Short pass there, and they get a moderate gain.
There's nothing wrong with nickel and diming him down the field.
They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Pulls it in, and he wants more. And he's taken down. at the 37-yard line. They just inched past the marker.
Yeah, it looked like he got it just by the nose of the football.
The D-line moves to the inside. Throws it, and it's tipped away.
Dangerous, dangerous throw there.
Give credit to the defense. They did a good job out there. This quarterback thought his man would be open, and boy, he was wrong.
And they motion a guy to the left. He's taken down at the 25-yard line.
I credit the quarterback on that pass. He made a great read and delivered a very nice pass for the first down.
He set up and put the ball right there where it had to go. Nice play.
This to him again, complete. Tackle made around the 16-yard line. A good pickup that time.
Yeah, and one of the things that can really open up this offense is their ability to complete these types of medium-range passes.
You're right. That and the ability to run the ball consistently.
Another catch for this wide receiver. He's getting very good separation during his routes.
That looked like the same play they ran just a moment ago, guys.
You're exactly right. In fact, that was the same play as the one before.
Yeah, and the reason for that is they feel they have a defensive mismatch out there.
And it's the halfback that comes running in for another touchdown.
Man, this running back has really helped this passing game. Every time he's on the field, it's like having another receiver out there.
I give a lot of credit to this kid and his quarterback to be able to go out there and make plays like that.
And they won't get the two. They just couldn't punch it in.
Well, the cheat sheet the coach has down on the sidelines said they should go for it. Too bad he didn't tell them how to actually get it.
Here's the onside. He's losing ground. Gets to about the 37-yard line, but they didn't recover the onside kick.
They're in big time trouble now, Brad. They need a turnover bad.
Backup running back comes into the game now. Give to the tailback, and he's met in the backfield. Well, folks, we just saw what can happen if you don't pick up all your blocks.
Man, that was an ugly nightmare from the beginning.
2nd and 15. Ball on the 42-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. He'll get it again. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3. Third down, and they need to get it to the 27. They come out in a goal line set. Hand off, and he won't make it. An incredible series for the defense, and they get him out after 3 plays.
That offense has to regroup and come up with a plan to move the ball down the field next time.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Steps up in the pocket. Rolls to the right. Big opening. He's knocked out of bounds around the 16-yard line. So they run it on 4th down, and they pick up the first.
Boy, big play there, Brad. You know, a lot of times on 4th down, you'll see the ball carrier panic, but not this guy. This is a good job of showing patience and letting the run develop.
It's 1st and 10. They're packed in tight on the line. They go with a run. And he's tackled around the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the carry.
Gain of 6 on the play.
We've got a 2nd and 5. Ball on the 10-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. Takes the handoff. Tackled for a loss.
Wow, that was the cornerback who got into the backfield there. How about that for some run support?
Well, when you've got a guy that can cover receivers and come in and make big hits in the running game, then you know you've got a special cornerback.
This guy can cover like a corner and hit like a safety. That is something special.
Brought down at the 4. And a good pickup on the ground.
That run now gives them another set of downs to work that clock down.
They're crowding the line. They go right back to him, and this time they get him in the backfield. And this one comes to an end. Our final count in this game, North Carolina State 38, South Carolina 22. Kirk, any final thoughts here as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance?
Boy, this is a major upset. South Carolina entered this contest as big-time favorites, and now they walk off the field in a state of shock. There are no excuses in this one. They were simply outplayed.
Well, that concludes another game of NCAA Football 09. For Kirk and Lee, I'm Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.